The first, and I think it's the only attack I've ever had, I was on a run with a friend and we were outside because my asthma is triggered not necessarily by physical exercise, but my allergens, because I have really bad allergies. And so what we concluded later happened is that I ran through something that I was allergic to, whether it was pollen or dust or something like that. And it went from very quickly just being like breathing heavily because I was on a run to not being able to breathe at all. And so I immediately stopped running and bent over and was like, ugh, like just wheezing really, really heavily. And it was really scary, especially because at that time I didn't really know much about asthma and didn't think that I had it. And that was kind of a definite turning point. It was like, okay, something just caused me to not be able to breathe. We did a breathing test, so it's like a 4-stage test, and you do, it's like to measure your lung capacity, and you have a starting point, and you do that, and they measure your lung capacity. And then they introduce you to some kind of allergen or something that will trigger an asthma attack. And they do that in 4 steps, and after each step, they measure your lung capacity after that. And for me, they did the first 2 sets, and I'd already lost, like, it was like 63% of my lung capacity. So they halted that, and they're like, okay, you're very obviously an asthmatic. And we went through some like different types of inhalers, different allergy meds too, because mine's really closely tied with my allergies. And we kind of concluded what would be the best practice and method for me to handle it. And we decided, since it was a pretty severe case of asthma, to do a strong maintenance inhaler 4 times a day, every day. And then I had an emergency inhaler for situations like when I was on the run or before exercise or if I'm feeling sick, to use that one accordingly. And I've gone back and we've changed the medicines I take and stuff just to fit my lifestyle more. It's pretty controlled. It flares up when I get sick or during allergy season, but it's not anywhere near what it used to be. I had the sinus surgery a few years ago, and that really helped, just kind of because like my sinuses and my allergies and my asthma are all kind of tied together. So between that and the maintenance inhalers and stuff like that, I've really been able to get a handle on it. And I'm not afraid of running anymore. It's not something that I worry about, and allergy season's not nearly as stressful.